Alright, so Palantir just secured CMMC Level 2 certification, and I think this could be one of those wins that quietly unlocks a whole new future of revenue, potentially billions of dollars. So here's what actually happened. So CMMC, or the Cybersecurity Maturity Model Certification, is a US Department of Defense framework designed to make sure that any company working with sensitive government data actually has their cybersecurity act together. And level 2 of this framework specifically applies to companies handling controlled unclassified information, which includes things like military maintenance logs, supply chain records, internal communications, and even technical specs for weapons systems. And now that Palantir has achieved CMMC Level 2 through an independent third-party assessor, which is an official requirement, they're now cleared to handle exactly the kind of information across DoD programs. Here's why this matters though. Imagine a future where the Pentagon wants to integrate real-time supply chain analytics across all of Lockheed's subcontractors. Or maybe they're trying to monetize cybersecurity telemetry across classified defense manufacturers like Raytheon or Northrop. So any system that touches sensitive data needs strict requirements. And that's where most vendors get disqualified immediately. But now that Palantir is on the list, they're completely certified. And I think this is going to give Palantir an edge in bidding on future US government contracts, especially under the upcoming rollout of CMMC enforcement in late 2025. In fact, the DoD is expected to start requiring CMMC Level 2 or higher on contracts worth tens of billions of dollars. And unlike other tech vendors who still need to go through the process, Palantir is already done. So again, Palantir is way ahead of the curve here. But here's the bigger picture though. Now that all the cybersecurity paperwork is done, Palantir can move on to the important stuff, like control over critical infrastructure. This means that the more government agencies and defense primes rely on data to make decisions, the more those systems need to be protected. Now, think about this from the DoD's perspective. If you've got one data platform that already runs on secure FedRAMP environments, and that's being embedded into edge deployments, and now meets CMMC Level 2 for handling controlled unclassified information, that becomes the default system, because no one wants to duct tape together 6 vendors into one platform just to check all the boxes. And this also reinforces what Palantir's been saying all along, which is that they're the infrastructure. And the infrastructure, in this case, needs to be absolutely bulletproof. So getting CMMC Level 2 is like getting clearance to step into a room where the real decisions happen, the kind of room that normal SaaS companies never get near. And this certification means less risk and faster onboarding. And in federal contracting, that's what wins deals. So yeah, this is one of those moves that locks Palantir deeper into the foundation of US defense. Palantir is also expanding fast internationally. Watch this video next to see how they're embedding themselves into the UK government infrastructure and some really remarkable simulation software that they're a part of. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.